know most of you. Oh, this meeting is recorded. Well, that makes it even better, doesn't it? Um, my name's Leslie Whitty. I'm the Vice President of Communication and Outreach for the South Central Workforce Development Board. I have just very recently returned to work from a significant surgery. I had, let's see, and I'm going to try to pull it up here, not to gross anybody out. But I had a significant amount of hardware removed from my skull. And it was hardware that I was told was permanent. It was in my skull for 16 years, and you're not going to believe it. And this picture that I'm going to show, there's no blood. It's just the hardware. So if you're squeamish, don't worry about it. But I just have to share because it is crazy incredible. And I don't know how to do this on Zoom. So I'm just going to hold my camera, my phone up to the camera. Okay. So everybody in the room, hopefully you can at least get the idea. So this was in my skull and neck. Here we go. Can you see that? All of that. All of that. I have not weighed it yet, but my thoughts are it weighs too darn much to be in somebody's skull and neck. So that's taken out. I'm still recovering. So I appreciate your patience as I may still be a little on the loopy side. It's been a wild ride. But I'm happy that everyone is here. I do want to remind you that the community partner team meeting for October has been canceled. Everybody decided to do that just because of fall break, and we'd probably have low attendance. Another thing, and this is pending that because I do have one more procedure to sort of seal the deal with this neck thing. And it's supposed to lead to hopefully about a 70% reduction in pain. So that's a big deal. But the plan is beginning in November. I'm going to step back into running the community partner team meetings. So, you've been warned. Now is now is your chance to escape. Um, but I've been thinking about while I've been out, I've been thinking about how we can utilize this group, how we can, not just have a place where we can hear about what each other are doing, but how we can then take it to the next level, and not kill ourselves, not wear each other out. But how can we've got some fantastic people in the room once a month. So how can we start taking advantage of that and really using that in the best way possible? So that's my frame of mind. I have done a lot of talking, so I would ask as we do, when we have slides, I would ask that if you are attending virtually, if you would type your name in the chat so that we know you're here and we can say hello. And you may have done that already. I'm going to look. No one has done that. Oh, there's Heath Ray. Heath Ray, number one. Heath Ray gets bonus points for being first. Adam Canada, International Center. Denise McDonald, Logan County Good Samaritan. Josh Huddy, South Central Literacy Council. Paula Brooks, Office of Vocational Rehab. I mean, y'all are just firing them off. Did I get everyone who's attending virtually? Oh, and Woolbright just joined. So I think I've got everybody. Oh, another Leslie Rich, Allen County Adult Ed. So we're getting, I guess word is spreading. I think we may be going viral at this point. So, that's good. That's good. Bring them on. So people who are in the conference room, if you would mind introducing yourselves. Just name and where you work. And right now, everybody's on mute. And that may be impossible. Is that impossible to do right now? Just a nod, just a shaking of the head. I'm seeing an arm, but I can't tell. There's a wave. So I think no, no. I think it's no. I think there is no sound in the conference room. Okay. Um, one more. Well, that's great. That's awesome. Um, has Pamela Pittman entered the building? Yes, I see Pamela Pittman. Okay. So Pamela is going to, hopefully we can get somebody there to help you join us because she's got a presentation or at least she'll be able to discuss um, Volunteers of America. Is that correct? I'm, I'm assuming that is a yes. There's another arm. I don't know what it means, but yes. All right. While we're waiting for Pamela to get set up, I'm gonna go to the audience because part of what we do is learn about what each other are doing. So I would like to ask my good friend, the one and only Heath Ray. Heath, what have you had going on related to workforce that you would love to share with the crowd? And take as long as you want, Heath.
Wait, so not anticipating crowd work today, but I still have a question for you.
Yes.
After getting the lead out, are those extra pieces you get to keep?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What an
Isn't that
interesting,
isn't that great?
yeah.
Because the doctor, like at this point, you know how they give you stuff, right? When I'm hearing audio, you know how they give you stuff to sort of make you calm down before they give you the real like stuff to knock you out.
Okay.
That had happened, and I realized I hadn't requested to see this stuff because I was like, I just want to see a screw. I just want to see, one of these things. And I asked the anesthesiologist, I said, is it possible just to take a picture of a screw or something? That would be symbolic. The screw, because I had two screws that were pressing into the dura of my brain, Heath. I mean, so it's crazy.
Hello,
Everybody,
hello, hello.
we hear you. We hear you, Anna. We hear you. We hear you.
Okay, we can
We
hear.
hear you.
Okay.
So yes, the doctor was so awesome. He said, the anesthesiologist said, hey, she wants to get a picture of this screw. And he was like, just give her everything. And they did. They put it in a bag. They put it in a bag. And I was like, I can't believe this. So at some point, I'm going to weigh it. I haven't weighed it yet. But thank you. Thank you for your question.
Might I suggest crafting like Christmas ornaments that you can pass out to your friends and family?
Yes, yes, I have thought about that, Heath. You and I, great minds think alike. The one bracket piece, it is similar to Prince used to wear ear cuffs. And I thought about, but I can't pull off an ear cuff. I mean, let's be serious. I'm willing to take some risks style wise, but not an ear cuff. I just don't, but yes, I'm open to getting like, some sort of jewelry, like something for me and the kids. It's like, hey, this was in my mom's head. How many people can say that? That's pretty cool.
Hello,
All
hello.
right.
Can you hear me, Leslie?
Hello.
Leslie, can you
Yes.
hear
Hello.
us? Okay, we'll start to introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, we have
Wonderful.
one.
All right, my name is Marcy Yenser. I am the program manager of the Volunteers of America, the Bowling Green office here locally. I have some of my employees. I will pass it around.
Awesome.
Hi,
Now the
my name
camera's
is
still
Sarah.
on you. So I just want you to be aware of that. If you're cool with that, it's fine. But just wanted to let you know. Okay, yes, please introduce.
Hi, my name is Starla Parsons, and I'm the intake, I was the intake coordinator. Now I'm the income maximization and self-sufficiency manager.
Very good.
Pamela, healthcare navigator for Bowling.
Okay, hang on. There's Heath, who is always taking care of business and putting others first, has suggested maybe muting audio in all but one computer in the conference room because there is a bit of an echo. I mean, we're going to get through this, guys. We're going to get through it. We can do it.
It looks like there's a conference room iPad and Anna's got something going with volume from a microphone on it. So it might be doubling the audio at one
Yeah.
point.
So
maybe
just,
Anna.
we just need, I'm so glad that you all are here to help. We just need one. We just need one audio in that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Have we got it? Have we got it? Somebody say something in the conference room.
Hello.
Hey, is that better? Yes. Oh my gosh. Y'all are coming in clutch. Thank you.
I'm
Okay,
Pamela,
so
healthcare navigator for Volunteers of America, Owensboro office and Bowling Green office. Let me go back around this one. I'm Amy Gregory. I'm the intake coordinator in the Bowling Green office for Volunteers of America.
My name is Tabitha Bell Dotson, and I am the healthcare navigator supervisor for the Volunteers of America.
well, it's wonderful that you brought your crew with you, Pam. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome to see everybody supporting you. And ma'am, I keep in mind I've just had surgery. My short-term memory is not the best right now, but I just have to say that hot pink shirt is working for you. It is one of my favorite colors to wear. So I do not mean to be unprofessional, but I would want somebody to let me know
Thank you.
if I had a shirt that was working that hard. It looks good.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right. Pamela, we're probably going to have to keep it around 10 minutes, 10, 15. I mean, hopefully that should be okay. And again, thank you everyone for all your patience. This is a lesson in keeping cool under pressure. And I think we've all done an excellent job. All right, Pam, I'm gonna give you the floor.
I'm sorry, Leslie, but we have another guest here.
Oh, well, let's see who's coming.
My name is Nicole Gregory. I'm the administrator for Wisconsin.
I'm doing it.
Should not be that career coach for the Kentuckians, putting young Kentuckians to work in Wisconsin, Kentucky. And lastly, I would like to talk about the idea of a charm for all of our hard work.
Okay. All right. It was a little hard to catch all that, but again, I will catch that in replay, and I appreciate every single person that's there. So do we have everyone identified? There's also Frank Garbato in the back taking care of business. making sure, I mean, he's like the bouncer for the community partner team meeting. So keeping everybody in line. All right, I think now are we ready? Are we ready to hear Pamela telling us about Volunteers of America? She's got her crew there. We're ready to listen.
I think it was more interested in speakers.
Or
I hope they can hear me.
whoever was prepared to speak. You know, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have not been given a lot of details and I'm just sort of jumping in. So my apologies, whatever the plan is, I'm just here to do my best to guide you. So if someone's ready to tell us about Volunteers of America, we're definitely ready to hear it.
Yeah, I can go ahead and talk. So we had a presentation. I think we're just having issues with getting it. So that's all right. I can just wing what we do. So for us, we are veteran services. So we help homeless veterans that are either currently homeless or facing eviction. We are new to the area. We've been here for about 2 years. We have an office in Owensboro as well, which recently opened about a year ago. We have 3 different grants that we cover in the area. We have our veteran services, which is the homeless prevention. We also have one that is called MIPS, which is moral injury and preventing suicide. And then we have a restorative justice, which is for it helps at-risk youth. It's all of them are pretty new programs to the area, so we're still getting our name out there. But Volunteers of America has been around for 126 years. We are a nationwide nonprofit. We cover about 60 something different grants. There's lots of different things that we do. Those are just the ones that we do in the area. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up, but it's not working. I just don't want to misspeak on everything else that is not in my area. Let's see.
I was just going to say, let's just all agree. We've got a circle of trust with this meeting today. So as far as misspeaking, don't sweat it. We're not going to hold you to it. And I think we've got still a little bit of echo. There's a mic labeled conference room, iPad, and Jessica Calvert. So we just need one of those instead of 2, I think, and then we'll have it taken care of.
This one, maybe.
So maybe the portable mic. I don't know. All right, you got it, Jess?
I don't see what it means. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have it?
Yep, I think we got it. Is that better? All
Yeah,
right.
we're ready. We are ready.
Okay, so VOA, we have different lines of service. We have one that's called VOA Recovery. Then we have VOA Home. We have VOA Health, VOA Honor, which is what my program falls under, VOA Community, and VOA Justice. So some of the other programs that are around the state are addiction recovery. We have community things that deal with people with developmental disabilities. But our main focus here is finding the housing for the veterans. So we are always looking for different landlords. We're also looking at the whole person when we deal with them. So we're looking for getting them jobs, making them stable, getting them to be where they're self-sufficient again and be able to stand on their own. So we're, obviously case management, we start from housing first, and then we work all the way through to getting them stable, making them stand on their own. So we start them with cost sharing, but we do have financial assistance to help with security deposits, utility deposits. We can pay rent, we can pay utilities, we can buy them certain general housing supplies just to be able to kind of get them back on their feet. Each person has their own little niche. Amy is our intake coordinator, so she gets all their information, gets it into the system. And then one of my other case managers, Laura, is not here, but she's our housing case manager. So she works with the landlords to get them housed. Helps them overcome any barriers that they might be facing, whether it's, convictions or sobriety, past evictions, no income. And then I have Starla, who helps with getting them the income and getting them stable again. And Pam is the one that works with them with all their medical needs. So that's kind of everything all in one. We all work with them on the daily. Our office right now averages about 40 clients at any given time in our program. Yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps it up in a quick nutshell for everybody.
Okay, and I appreciate you, you working with this. We're having every technical problem known to man right now. And I open this up to everybody because I'm a firm believer that a good, a good question and answer session can really bring out a lot of information, then, a lot of really useful information. And my number one question right now, as you were talking, I was wondering where you're located.
Our office is at 730 College Street. If anybody around here knows where the old Country Peddler office is, we took over that office when it closed down.
Right.
So we are
Okay,
right
we
by the
got-
Hot Rod Stadium. Like our office looks at the parking structure.
Well, that's a good location. That's a
It
good
is a very
location.
good location.
Yeah, and we've got, and somebody's adding in contact information, which is good. So my interpretation, just, based on what you said, is your primary focus is housing.
Yes.
Is that okay? But since we are workforce, and this is, community partner team based on workforce needs, you also extend your services into helping them find employment so they may retain that housing. Is
Yeah.
that a fair statement?
Yeah, we help them apply for VA Service Connect disability. We can help them apply for Social Security disability, SSI. We do a lot of job fairs in our counties. Between my Bowling Green office and my Owensboro office, we are covering 22 counties, but pretty much all of Kentucky is served by one of our offices. We have an office in Louisville, Lexington, E-Town, Owensboro, Bowling Green. We also have offices in Tennessee and West Virginia, and then we cover Floyd and Clark County in Indiana.
Wow. So a really big organization. People who are in attendance, who are willing to, you don't have to show your face, but who are willing to unmute themselves long enough to ask a question. We've got a solid team from Volunteers of America. And if you have questions, if you are wondering anything about this organization, now is the time to ask. You couldn't get a better opportunity to ask a question. So I'm going to throw that out here. I'm going to pause, or I'm going to mute myself for a second and allow others to ask questions. So I'm muted.
Is your Owensboro office cover Butler? Okay.
It just got switched. We changed it. Yeah. So let me see that, just so I can kind of give you guys all the rundown of what counties I can't remember all of them. So our Bowling Green office covers Logan, Simpson, Allen, Warren, Edmondson, Barron, Hart, Greene, Adair, Metcalf, Monroe, Cumberland, Clinton, and Butler County.
And there's a question in chat. Is this assistant for anyone with barriers or veterans only?
It is veterans only.
Okay.
For our program, it is veterans only. There's 3 requirements for our intakes, and that is veteran status. So the only thing that they really can't have is dishonorable discharge. Then they have to, of course, meet the income, which is, our program goes to up to 80% AMI. So if you know what the annual median income is, we go up to 80%, which is a pretty decent amount for most people. And then they have to either be currently homeless or facing eviction, which means an eviction letter from the landlord. For us, it does not mean that they have to have an actual court eviction, and that's what we're trying to stave off, basically. You know, we don't want them to get to that point. We want to be able to assist and, you know, get them to be able to stay where they're at if possible. I do have some pamphlets. If you want to send me an email, I can send you some more information with some of our pamphlets.
Why don't you do this instead? And I think this would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you have like a digital copy of the pamphlet that you could share with Frank. He is the keeper of the community partner team email list. So he can distribute that to everyone on the community partner team email list. And that's what I would suggest anytime you have anything that you would like to share. We don't, we try to keep the whole syndrome of people accidentally hitting reply all. We try to keep that to a minimum. So Frank has the addresses hidden. It's like community partner team, and he's sort of the gatekeeper for that. So if you can share that with him, then that way we know everyone gets it. And then Jasmine with Career Team asked, is there a referral form that they would complete?
No, there's not necessarily a referral form. We have one in-house, but if you just have them call our office, we would walk through and ask them all the questions that we would need to get through.
And I would think, just because I know we have an in-house warm handoff form. I would think, Jasmine, at least from my understanding, if you completed one of those, it would not hurt anything. It's going to give them extra information. Could somebody with Career Team clarify that? Am I thinking right? Like there wouldn't be any harm in someone filling out a warm handoff and telling someone, take this with you when you go see Volunteers of America. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. Okay. Are there any further questions? Because, this has been good information. It's not directly workforce, but it does relate to it. Are there any other questions from the crowd?
Real quick, are you connected at all with the vet reps at the Career Center?
Yes. Roberta is who I've been speaking with. Yes.
And I think the question was, are you connected with staff at the Career Center?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. All right. Just making sure everybody can hear. Okay. All right, well, thank you very, very much for the information. This by no means means that we cannot ask any additional questions of anyone here. This is a pretty laid back format today. But I would like to ask everyone who's in attending, if you have something going on, or if you have a need that we as community partner team members could assist with. So I'll just throw it out. I'll put myself on mute. Again, anything that you would like to bring up, now is the time, because this is the fastest way to share information with people who can really help get the word out and also help assist you.
Hey, I'll chime in that there are multiple of us on the call who are desperately looking for employers that have capacity for limited English speakers. It's kind of an ongoing thing, but definitely right now more than ever.
Yes.
I will
Yes.
jump on that and say on the opposite end, I am looking for employers who have or are seeking employees who may not have English skills, who would like to elevate their English skills for free training. So there might be great opportunities for partnerships where if you've got an employer that says like, we don't really know that that we want to, bring on people with low English skills. Great. Well, we can partner with the Literacy Council. They can provide on-site services for your employees to elevate their English skills in curriculum that is developed specifically for your workplace. However, I don't have a lot of those contacts with those manufacturing folks. So any and every connection that I can take, I'll get it. Laura Torres has been great help for that.
Yes,
So
yes,
that.
Absolutely. And it looks like someone just typed in Smuckers in Allen County. So I don't know if that's on the radar. And let's see, I'm trying to see it's L Rich. Am I dreaming? Is your name Leslie also? Yes. Okay. Yes, it's Leslie Rich. All right. So she has thrown out Smuckers in Allen County, that they might be, they might be open to that. But I think Heath has brought up a good point. It seems like we had tons of employers there for a while who were just like, oh, we need everybody, we need everybody with limited English abilities. It's not, not a deal killer. And now that demand seems to be going down. So whatever we can do to make it easier for employers to, continue with that process. I think that's important. And we got some crazy echo going on again, crazy echo. But I think that's an excellent point. And someone else just brought up quite a few in Simpson County, as far as I'm assuming that's in response to employers. So very good point. Again, we are all here to make those connections. Just like Josh mentioned. I mean, we're all here to make connections. So we need to absolutely utilize this opportunity. But I likewise do not want to belabor your time, because I don't know if you noticed, but we're a little bit off. We're a little bit off this morning with our equipment issues, and someone has given the contact information, Sydney Harrington or Dana Russell, HR with Smuckers. So does anyone else have something they want to bring to light? Something that is, a concern you're having, or, something that you would like to highlight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Adam over at the International Center.
Hey, Adam.
I wanted to think, we had a community partner meeting for folks that work with refugees earlier in the week, and it had me kind of thinking about a couple of things. I'm wondering if for our partnership that we have earlier in the week, and then for this meeting as well with folks that are working in the community with employers and employers' needs specifically, if it would be in the ability of our relationships in the community to maybe invite the president of the local SHRM into these meetings so that we have some kind of gateway or door or communication with the local human resources here in Bowling Green and Warren County, so that they understand kind of what's going on with our needs, in both just the regular employment sector that we have here in this meeting, and then also in the other meetings that we might have, so that there's some kind of connection to have with these folks, so that they understand when Volunteers in America come in, or when whatever partner that we have come in, and the conversations that we're having, that they're included in those conversations, and they're able to take that information back to their organization and understand what health partnerships and also concerns and challenges that we're having in the employment sector in this area. And what folks like Josh and Laura and other folks can offer to their organizations when it comes to help in any kind of way, not just for non-English speakers, but folks who have literacy challenges to begin with, and all the other things that we can offer as these different organizations. So if anybody knows who the local SHRM president or vice president is, if they're able to hop on these meetings starting in November, I think that might be a way to extend the olive branch and be able to have a clearer line of communication with someone, and be able to ask the questions that we would like to ask as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to refrain initially from commenting because I want to give everybody else a chance to give feedback on what Adam just said. What do you think? Silence is not, that's not an option. So
I
what do
would
you think?
love to be able to interact and speak with President SHRM or anyone from SHRM, really.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Josh jumped right in right off the bat. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? Okay, Laura Torres says same. My thought is absolutely. And again, I've got some echo in the conference room. I don't know how to avoid that, but my thought is absolutely, because it's good for us to get together and learn about what each other are doing. But big picture, we're all trying to get people jobs. So if we can start bringing in people who actually have a vital role in doing that, to me, that elevates what we're doing completely. So, I didn't want to respond initially just because I didn't want to be over exuberant. And again, the echo is killing me. But I think, Adam, I think that is a fantastic idea. And like I alluded to earlier, I will, the intent is for me to start I will in November start embracing the community partner team. And I'm open to suggestions. My goal is, hey, now that I'm hopefully on the mend, I really want to start making as much of a difference as we can. And I feel like what we're doing is it's going to become more challenging, and we're going to need each other's help even more. So let's start getting prepared for that. And suggestions like what Adam just had, I think that's excellent. We want to, how can we use this group to make positive change? That's the central focus. So yes, very good job. Very good job. I appreciate that.
I'm not sure how
Anything-
many people have read it. And manufacturing is not the only sector, but the manufacturing survey that from 2024 that the BG Chamber just put out has some, I think, very insightful concerns that we as a community should, like us as service providers in this area, we should have key action plans put together on how to address these exact challenges. Because if we're coming to people and we're saying like, oh, we have people who need jobs, and they're telling us outright that like, hey, we worry about people, about the employability and work ethic skills of the available candidates, or we can't find skilled candidates for critical positions, like we should know that they're going to say that ahead of time and say, hey, look, we're working together, and this is the plan that we have in place to address that.
Exactly.
I'd also like to throw out the idea of bringing folks in from the region when it comes to SHRMs, not just Warren County SHRM, but the regional SHRMs.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just don't have the jobs available in Bowling Green that we're working with. There are people in Franklin. So Josh, if you have Simpson County connections to their SHRM, if other people have Logan County connections to SHRM there, if other people have other counties connections, we will take, because at the end of the day, the responsibility is to help folks get jobs, right? Whether that stays in Warren County solely or not. Obviously, we're in Warren County and we would like it to be Warren County, but at the end of the day, we have a responsibility to the region as well. And if folks in Glasgow or Russellville or Franklin are willing to hire people, then we want to bring them into the fold as well, so that they are able to see our concerns and help alleviate what we're trying to do as well. Because at the end of the day, I'm guessing this is a 10-county region that we cover. So that if anyone has connections to those other presidents of SHRMs that are in these other counties, because they may be in need and they don't have a way to access employees. And I have folks that are willing to drive to Glasgow. I have folks that are willing to drive to Franklin and to Russellville and to other areas. And so to be able to say, hey, we have a workforce here for you and they're not being utilized in this area, so please let us try to utilize them where we can. Because like I said, at the end of the day, my responsibility personally is to help folks get jobs. And so if that's in this 10-county region, then that's how I have to proceed to be able to get the volume met that I need to. And so if anyone has other folks from other SHRMs that they have good contacts with as well, not just Warren counties, please, I would suggest inviting them as well, because having these other regions, there are other cities that are coming in or counties that can maybe add to the perspective or know that we have the ability to meet their demands as well, is I think a good place to start with those folks as well, and be able to have that same bridge to these other counties.
Oh, absolutely. And you all please jump in. Feel free to correct me if I'm off, which, is a very, that definitely is a possibility. At least the latest I heard, there is a Franklin SHRM that sort of, like, a lot of Bowling Green people are in the Franklin SHRM, and I know some folks in that group. There is an unofficial Barron County SHRM that sort of, it's active for a while and then it sort of fades out and then it'll come back. Paula, you're shaking your head. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. And I think those are the two biggies. And I don't know if there are others, but I would be more than happy to look into, any SHRM contacts. Those are the two groups that I know of. But I would be more than happy to extend an invitation on our behalf and ask them to attend, explain what we're doing, and sort of roll out the welcome mat. And if I get any bites, then my guess is I will then, have Frank, I will send out an email and have Frank send it to everybody and just say, hey, we've got some people wanting to attend. What do we need to cover? Just so like, and I think it was Josh, just so like Josh said, so if we have people coming, we want to be prepared, and it could be our November meeting is sort of the getting things ready. Like, how do we want to present this, and then ask them to come in December. So I'm open to what the group thinks is doable, but I really would like us to, I guess, become more goal oriented if possible. And this is not trying to put extra work on anybody. It's really an attempt to help us alleviate each other's workloads a little bit more. So if I could get, I'm just going to do, it's 10:20. I'm just going to do an old fashioned vote to see what the consensus of the room and consensus online is. It sounds like there are two options right now. Option one would be, because we do not have an October meeting scheduled, option one would be me send out invites, get HR people, and try to, through email, get together a November meeting and have HR people be in attendance. That would be option one. Option two would be our November meeting is brainstorming, us all, talking through what we think this would best be like. And then inviting HR people to come in December. So I'm going to ask for a show of hands for people in the room. Who would like to attempt a November meeting with SHRM? Okay, there's no hands. Who would like to attempt a December meeting with SHRM? So nobody wants to do it, period.
Leslie, there were hands raised. I don't know if you could see us.
I couldn't see. Yeah,
there were.
Nobody in the room, nobody in the conference room. That's what I was looking at. And I was
okay.
like, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so one more time. Conference room. Y'all are giving me a nervous breakdown. So, conference room. Who is open? Who is wanting to try to meet with SHRM in November? Okay, we got 2. 3, 4. Somebody help me out, man. Okay, Frank, will you be the official vote tallier for meeting with SHRM in November?
Yeah, November. The majority of the room.
Okay. Online, how many, well, let me do it this way. Still conference room. How many people want to brainstorm in November and meet with SHRM in December? Conference room only. Nobody. All right, so hybrid people, now, only hybrid people. And why don't you type or I'm starting to see faces again. Just tell me what you want to do. November with Sherm or November planning and meet with Sherm in December. Okay, Josh says the sooner the better. November. So everybody's saying November, which is good. That's good. So what I will do then is I will come up with some sort of loose, not necessarily a survey, but just trying to get ideas from people. I do ask that that you respond as quickly as possible, just because I'm not lying. As soon as this meeting's over, I'm going to have to go lay down flat because it's like my head is not used to supporting this weight yet. So I'll be working from my phone, with holding my phone up. So the sooner you can get back to me, the better. But, it'll just be what kinds of things are important that we cover, just trying to get feedback. And again, I'm not out to make it, I'm not going to be following Robert's rules of order or any of that stuff. I still don't know that. It's going to be, relaxed, yet I will have slides. There will be some structure to it, but let's get sort of a game plan how we want to approach this. So I think we can absolutely do that through email communication. So general consensus on that. What do you think? All right, I got a thumbs up, head nods. All right. This has been a memorable community partner team, especially for me. It would not hurt my feelings if the tape was lost. It would not make me upset. The only regret I would have, should that happen, is we wouldn't get to see that beautiful hot pink shirt, and the pants look awesome with it too. So that would be my only regret. Any closing thoughts? I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your all's flexibility. That we're all every day trying as hard as we can. And some days you just get a whole lot of stuff that doesn't work, and you just got to keep on rolling. So thank you very, very much for your patience. Any last words from anyone in the conference room or attending virtually?
Great job, Leslie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If my doctors contact any of you, a neck brace was worn the entire time. So as long as y'all can back me up, then yeah, I'm solid. All right. Well, I am gonna call this done. Your favorite meeting. Oh, Heath. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. All right. Thank you all. I'll be getting stuff together for November. I'm excited. I'm glad to be upright, if only for a short burst right now. They're getting longer every day. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be on the mend, and I'm excited to be spending more time with good people like you all. So thank you very much. We will see you in November. Adios.
Yeah.